You know when things are already going bad, and then you tell the universe, how could this get any worse? And then the universe looks at you and they're like, is that a challenge? And you look back and you say, dear God, no, please, that was not a challenge. I was just making an observation. And the universe says, ha ha ha! Too late, I've already put it in motion. Yeah. Last week I made a video pretty much exactly like this where I talked about why I was sad, and now I'm making another video like that one talking about why I'm sad. This one goes over this little baby right here, Elara. I'm going to be talking about a serious thing going on, and I might be joking throughout this video. I might be telling a couple laughs, because I just spent the last week being emotionally numb, and I've done all my crying, and now I'm kind of like tired of crying, you know? As a wise man once told me, when you're upset there are two things you can do. You can cry, or you can laugh. I choose to laugh because it's more fun. But I'm gonna be telling jokes throughout this, even though it's not a funny topic, and that's not because I am trying to make light of what's going on. It's just because I physically don't have the emotional capacity to cry about it anymore, and I need some sort of outlet, and that's gonna be jokes. So last week I noticed that Elara was showing some signs of adrenal cancer. Adrenal cancer, in my opinion, is one of the cancers that your ferrets can get that I kind of think is like the least big issue. Insulinoma is annoying because you have to give them medication all the time, whereas with adrenal you kind of just either give them a monthly steroid like I do with Nova, or you get them the Desirelin implant, which lasts X amount of time. This is not what the video is about. I'm just explaining why I wasn't crazy worried. So she was showing me signs that she had adrenal cancer. The sign that she was mostly showing was that she had a lot of swelling in her vagina, in her parts. That's a pretty telling sign for female ferrets that they have adrenal cancer, so if you see that in your ferrets, definitely get into the vet right away. So, I booked her in for an exam. She had a physical exam 6 months ago, and she was in perfect health, so, you know, I expected we'll go into this exam, the vet will confirm what I'm seeing, that she has adrenal cancer, just like Nova has. I have a ferret with it already, I'm used to dealing with it. I was expecting maybe a $200 operation, nothing crazy. Oh my god, she does not want to be held. I'm switching her out. So I was not expecting crazy results at the vet, neither was the vet. My vet knows me. I'm there every single month for Nova. She knows how well I take care of my ferrets, so not stressed in that regard. So I show up for her exam, the vet takes a look at her, and she tells me, yeah, she's in really good health, she probably has adrenal cancer, so we can start her on Lupron. But I did find one thing when I was doing her physical exam, and the vet tells me that she found a large tumor growing in Elara's abdomen, which was like being hit by a brick because I did not see that coming at all. I didn't believe her. First off, I was like, what are you talking about? She was in 6 months ago, and the vet said she was perfectly healthy, no issues. I brought her in for an exam for something that is completely unrelated to this, and now I'm being told that Elara needs to have surgery to remove this tumor, and if I don't get her surgery, her quality of life is going to decrease to a point that I just need to put her down because she's so uncomfortable. And that kind of sucks to be told. We talked for a bit. If I'm being honest, I do not remember the conversation because I was in such a state of shock. And then, the vet said, yeah, we can do surgery. That's really your only option. There's no medical treatment for a tumor. You just have to get rid of it. And then I agreed, yeah, like, we're gonna do surgery. There's no other option here. We have to take her for surgery. And so they did some blood work just to make sure her kidneys are gonna be strong enough to undergo the anesthetic and everything. Thankfully, all that came back really, really positive. So she is a strong contender for surgery. You know, she's a very young and active ferret. She's really healthy. So there's no reason why she wouldn't be able to get through this surgery okay. The main problem that I am facing with all of this is that the vet quoted me anywhere between $2,400 and $3,500 for this operation, including the medication, her overnight stay, and any other testing that they need to do, sort of depending on how she responds to the surgery. And I don't have that money. I had a large emergency savings for my ferrets collected over the years, and I spent all of it a couple months ago when Luna went into her emergency blockage surgery, and as you guys know, Luna ended up passing away afterwards. So I have no money saved up for my ferrets. I have been slowly working on collecting that emergency fund back, but it's not the kind of thing that you can just have overnight by cutting back on a couple of things. So I only have managed to save up about $400, and now I'm looking at about $3,000 that I have to spend in the next month on Elara. I have really, really struggled with the idea of setting up a GoFundMe because it's not something I ever really wanted to do with my ferrets, because I always wanted to be able to have the money set aside for them. And I did for 4 years, and then when it rains it pours, I guess, because back to back I've had 2 emergencies and I can't afford both of them. I just can't. I am one person, you know? So as much as I didn't want to have to do it, I am going to have to ask for you guys to help me out. I've sacrificed as much as I can in order to afford it, and I would rather eat nothing but ramen and white bread for months than say goodbye to her for something as simple as I can't afford it. Come on, Kenya, where are the jokes? We said there were going to be jokes and you said you weren't going to cry, and now you're crying again and there aren't any jokes. What kind of operation am I running here? What was I talking about before I got emotional? That's embarrassing, first off. So, yes. SparkNotes version of this video. Elara has a tumor and it needs to get removed. I can't afford it because what happened with Luna. And I've set up a GoFundMe for anyone who is willing to donate like $1 even to help cover these expenses. Her surgery is booked for April 14th, and regardless of how much money I am going to be raising with this GoFundMe, I'm still going to be getting her surgery. This isn't me saying, hey, if you guys don't donate, she's gonna die, because she's still gonna have her surgery. What your donation is going to do is it's going to help me basically not be in crazy credit card debt, because that's where all of this is going. I'm just putting it straight on my credit card because I would rather be in serious amounts of debt than say goodbye to Elara. Like, I don't think it's not even an option saying goodbye to her at this point. Like, she's getting this surgery. I do have a couple donation rewards on my GoFundMe, just depending on how much you donate. I really want to be able to say thank you to you guys for helping me out like this, so I'll have details about that on somewhere on the screen right now. If you can't donate or you don't want to, because obviously I'm not like trying to guilt trip you guys into donating, please only donate if you want to. But if you can't, another way that you can really, really help me out is just by watching a couple of videos on my channel. I thankfully have a monetized channel, so that means when you watch my videos, I get money from Google. So if you just want to sit down and rewatch my favorite video, or send one to your friend if you think that they'll enjoy it. So yeah, just going back and watching like a couple of videos of mine that you like will help me out in a different way. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say other than if you do end up donating or sharing my fundraiser around or watching a couple of videos to help me with some ad revenue, I really, really appreciate it. I don't think I can put into words emotional gratitude right now because I am void of emotions. I am the emotional void. Yeah, this is awkward. Okay, bye.